everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, and as you can see, here's the box right here. We have Ultra Magnus right here, along with his little, I guess you can call him, I don't know, his driver, because basically that's what he is. He hops inside Ultra Magnus and controls him. So, yeah, so we have a picture right here. And you can see the card back there. You can see his weapons. You can see other things in there. You got right here. You got the Transformer meteor type thing on here, and then you have on the back right here. You have your bio right here, and then your different forms of Ultra Magnus, him in his robot and in his carrier. And then you have Minimus Ambus here, which is supposed to be his driver. And if you want to check out the bio, here, let me move this up and move the camera up a little bit for you to read. And all I'm really worried about is the English portion. So, hey, you can pause that and read it at your own leisure. And then on the side here, again, we have a picture of Ultra Magnus and Minimus Animus, well, whatever his name is. But hey, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box and check him out. Alright, so I'm back, and here's Ultra Magnus out of the box. And in his alt mode, which is a car carrier, a semi-truck with a car carrier on the back of it, he does kind of have a couple of extra things that come in the box along with him. So he has his two weapons, his gun mace thing and his other gun. I don't know why they decided to make this into a gun. They should have just, I don't know. I don't see what the whole thing is with giving Ultra Magnus a hammer now. I think ever since they did it in animated, they've been giving him one in every single incarnation that they can think of. Whether he originally had a mace or not. So here's Ultra Magnus. He rolls fairly well. You can see the cab does turn. It has a hitch. You can't pull this off of the hitch. I guess if you wanted to unscrew it from back here, then you could. But it's permanently attached to it. You have the missile pods up here, and so if you want to come back here, you can take and open up this and do stuff like that. And he also comes with Minimus Ambus. I think that's right. You can drive him up in there, and he's way too small for this guy. So you can close that up. I guess if you wanted to, I don't know if you can do the down thing. I guess kind of, but it doesn't really go all the way. Just tabs in. Good. There we go. Have these back in. He also comes with his little useless picture card. And he also comes with his instructions. So, he does have a fair amount of paint apps on him, especially with the cab area with the silver, the Autobot logo right there, the headlights, the the windows and such. And you have some paint on here. Unfortunately, he does not have his tail lights where his feet are. Those aren't painted, but the red and the silver is on the shin area. So the little Legends figure that comes with him, it has a little bit of paint on him. He's really white, so he has this green kind of color. It's almost like a lime green with a red Autobot and the black windshields. So, and you can see all of his glory underneath him. So to transform this guy, because I guess the only other paint app that I could really think that they could use is some silver on the wheels, on the hubs right here. That's about it. Maybe this guy is... God, this door... Look how small this door is right here. makes me think that this guy is supposed to be really, really big, if that's how big a human is. So this is supposed to be a regular sized car. So this isn't even in scale, apparently, if the door is that freaking small. It doesn't make sense. So transform this guy, because it kind of went off a little bit there. Oh, you want to pull these out, and we'll set these off to the side. You want to pull these off, and we'll set these off to the side, which actually, no, yeah, you got to pull those off. Those off to the side. So we'll start back here. You want to unclip these, and you're going to unclip them right here also. See that clip? And you want to rotate them around like that. And then what you'll do is you'll collapse this in until it actually clicks. Did it click? Oh, it did click. Okay, that's all the way up. And then this right here, you're going to take and rotate it around like this. And we'll do that on this side also. So that's locked. Rotate this part around. Alright, so now that you have that, let me pull this back. So you have this portion right here. So what you'll want to do is you're going to take and unattach this and just lower it down for right now. And then this portion right here, you see this portion where it's not flat like this is a portion that you need to kind of take out. So you flip it up like that, and then this part right here, you're going to take this outside part and you have to pull it out and rotate it. See, like that. And I'm trying to remember where exactly it goes. Okay, so you'll see that in the leg right here, there's almost kind of a tab, and you can see this hole right here. It's going to tab into there like that, and that's where it tabs in on here also. See, you can see that hole. There's a second hole. There's two holes in there. See that second hole? That's where that tabs into. It's that second hole for the robot mode. So you'll push this all the way in. You want to tab it in right there, and then you flip this up, and you'll see that it tabs into there and into here. So like that. And then you're going to rotate the legs down like this, and then you're going to come back here, and you see how these legs or the feet are actually tabbed into here. You're going to flip that down and then rotate it around like that. You're going to take this, and see this already flipped up, and it locks into place when you flip it all the way up. And then you're going to take this, and you see there's a tab right here, and there's a hole right here. Yeah. And so there's some legs. You still want to leave this like that. And then you want to take this, flip this up. Alright. And then so you can see this cab kind of up here. Cab up here. So you see how there's a track right there? You want to push this down. I did this too early. I think I can get it around. You're going to take this cab then, and you take it and flip it around, and then lower it down into here, like that. And then what you want to do is open this up, and then flip this up, and then the head will come up like this. And you want to lift it all the way up like that, because then you want to take this little guy, because he's supposed to be the driver. You want to transform him, and first of all what you want to do is you want to take the hood and flip it around, and it makes the legs. And then you want to detach these arms. And then this part right here, I always have problems with this, because it always wants to just the backpack part with the arms that attach to it, I always want to disconnect because it's friction connected, and then it's also connected like this. So what you're supposed to do is take it and rotate it down like that, or rotate it around, and you see that it just tabs in right there. But most of the time it just wants to pop out, and it doesn't want to take this piece right here, and that arm always wants to fall off too. And I lost the body, it's on the floor somewhere. Alright, so generally what I do is I just rotate this piece up, clip it, and then you can clip that in. And this arm for some reason is not cut all the way, so it does not attach very well. It pops out very easily. See, it's very loose in that socket. But don't really need to worry about that. And real quickly, I'm going to do his articulation because I'm about to stick him inside of here and you're not going to be able to see him. So for arm, we have the shoulder joint is a ball joint, so you can do all that. You come down here to the waist, forward, a little bit back, knee, that's about it. So you want to put him in a sitting position because you can see that there's a chair in here, and then there's two like joysticks right here and right here. I don't know if you can see those in there. See right there and right there. So you're going to have him grab onto those. So you got to put his legs in here. I'm sitting down. His head will stick up out of the cab, so don't worry about that. God dang it. Lower the arms into position. Okay, that's in, and that's in. And like I said, you'll see that the head kind of sticks up a little bit. And he doesn't really sit that well in there just because of the way that his arms are. You can see that he's almost kind of hunched, that he's not really sitting. So what you'll do is you'll close this. You want to close this side first, and then close this side. And then you close the head on top, and you see it's like almost like the original G1 where you have the white Optimus that goes inside, and then you put the helmet over him, and then you take this and you see that there's two tabs, one right here and one right here in red, and then there's two holes on here, and you just flip this up onto here, and that's it. There you go. You have Ultra Magnus. Yeah, he's not a bad figure. I do like some of the updates on him. I don't really care for the little controller guy in there. I understand it's supposed to be because of the comic book story. I'm not really sure. I haven't read those episodes, so apparently Ultra Magnus is really dead. So to keep his legend alive, this guy actually controls him or something. I don't know. I haven't read the episodes, so this is just what I've been told. So you can take these pieces and you can attach them here like this, and then he has his two guns, which he has this gun right here. This is a really nice gun. So you just open hand and then you close it, and then he has this other gun, which is clearly see that it's an axe, or a hammer. So you close that, and he has his two weapons. So you can, because I was saying that you can make him into you can make his weapons into axe. Because I was saying you can make his weapons into hammers, and for some reason they want to do this with every single one now. You can take this, and then you take his two guns, and you take this gun and you attach it like that, and then you take these and you attach them onto here, and then you take and you see these slots right here. you want to take and open up the fist all the way and slot those into there, and then you can just close the hand. And he has a hammer. Yeah, so yeah, he has a hammer with the gun on the bottom. Generally what I do if I want him to hold the hammer is I just take the gun off, because then he has a small hammer. And then I just put this gun in this hand, or this gun in this hand. So I don't know. I really wish they wouldn't have put this handle on there, or they would have made it where you could at least fold it down into here. But they hadn't done that on any of the other figures, so why should they do it on this one? So. Alright, so for our articulation, so I'm just gonna take the weapons out of his hands for right now. And starting up here at the head, you can move it left, right. You can't move it up and down just because of the way that it's connected onto here, and I don't even know how it's connected onto here. It's connected into a port that goes back here, so that you still have the ability to connect it over the little driver guy. You come here to the arm. There's two shoulder places for articulation in the shoulder. So you have this, so you can go forward and you can go back, and then underneath here, if I force it down, you can see where the other joint is. So you pull this up. You can actually rotate this up to get it out of the way, so you can get it almost all the way out, like that, almost all the way out. Then you have right above the elbow, you have the twist. You have your elbow, ratcheting right there. Wrists, no wrist swivel, but you can't open the fingers. They all are connected. They're not individually articulated, I guess. You come down here, there's no waist swivel. So you get to the hips, and the hips have the two things. So one that allows you to go forward and back, and it's a very heavy ratchet, and actually it feels like it's stuck going back. So wow, I'm not going to force it any farther than that. Then you have your swivel. Sorry, then you have the outward motion. That's another ratchet. And then you have your swivel. Then you have your knee. It's about 90 degrees. And then you have all kinds of stuff in here so that you can move the toe up and down. So I'm going to say that I really do enjoy this guy. This is actually a surprise for me. I like this figure a lot more than I probably thought I was. I've been having problems with a lot of Combiner Wars figures. I haven't really been liking them, especially the leader class ones. I never got the Jetfire ones and such like that, because I wasn't really, I don't know. I like Jetfire and stuff. I just didn't feel like I needed to get him. And then when they started re-releasing him as a Seekers, I'm like, I don't need that either. But with this guy right here, man, there's a lot of really nice paint apps on him. I like the sculpting in this part right here. And I like how, like the MP Ultra Magnus, they made it all in one, where it doesn't have two pieces. You're not taking like a figure and stacking them inside. Well, you are kind of putting them inside, but it's not a totally different figure going on the inside like it was with the G1 Optimus Prime, where basically there was a figure and a power suit kind of thing, and they didn't go and just make and do the cheap way where they just made a white Optimus Prime. Although they are releasing a white Optimus Prime, they're not calling him Ultra Magnus, they're just calling him something else. I think they're calling him, oh gosh, Ultimate Prime or something, I don't remember. So yeah, they are making a white Prime, but they are not calling him Ultra Magnus, because they already have an Ultra Magnus, which I'm very happy about. Now, what they're going to use this guy for next, I have no idea, because they've been highly reusing the Combiner Wars line over and over again, reusing the molds and such. So I don't know what they're going to do to get more use out of this guy. Maybe they'll remold him and make something else. I'm not really sure. But you know, another thing that I really like about this head sculpt is really nice. It's a really, really, really nice head sculpt. I really do dig that. You know, I didn't show off the back, but here's what the back end looks like. It's not too bad. There's not too much of a backpack on there, so they did a little bit better than the Masterpiece, which the Masterpiece had a little bit more of a backpack on them, but they seem to have found a little bit better way to do this. I don't know. I do like the Masterpiece. I think it looks very awesome. But they did a pretty good job on this one with it being a little bit smaller and such. So, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this review of Ultra Magnus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.